You gotta have it.
You're on record.
You gotta have it to do it.
Announcement is made that adequate notice of this meeting has been given and is being conducted in accordance with NJSA 10:4-6 of New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. Roll call.
Mr. Berkowitz.
Here.
Mr. Kaplan.
Here.
Mr. Mozzarella.
Here.
Mr. Parikh.
Here.
Mr. Reddy.
Present.
Ms. Snyder.
Here.
Mr. Willens.
Here.
Chairman Ira Kane. And
Present.
we also have our board attorney, Mr. King.
Let's do this pledge of allegiance.
Over that way.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this point in this evening's meeting, is there any member of the public that has any business to be brought to this board that is not on this evening's agenda? I hear none and see none. We only have one thing to do here, and that is to carry case 2310 to
When?
February 28th.
February 28, 2020. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read it all. February 28, 2024. Do I have a motion to that effect?
So moved, Snyder.
Second, ready?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion to adjourn the 7 o'clock meeting?
You
So
wanna
moved.
acknowledge the correspondence? Correspondence is.
Oh, there are two correspondents.
Isn't that?
No, that's the 7:30 meeting.
It's the same case.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I know we adjourned, I didn't know if you wanna acknowledge the correspondence.
We acknowledge the letter.
Requesting it.
Thank you very much. Well, did I do a motion to adjourn? Yes.
So moved, Snyder.
We approve.
Okay. Got 5 minutes before the, announcement is made that adequate notice of this meeting has been given and it is being conducted in accordance with NJSA 10:4-6 at sec of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. Nora, please call the roll.
Mr. Berkowitz.
Here.
Mr. Kaplan.
Here.
Mr. Mozzarella.
Still here.
Mr. Parikh.
Here.
Mr. Reddy.
Present.
Ms. Snyder.
Here.
Mr. Willens.
Yeah,
Chairman Ira Kane.
Present.
And our board attorney,
Present.
Mr. King. Thank you.
Are we gonna dispense with the Pledge of Allegiance since we just did that 2 minutes ago? Are there any members of the public, is there any business to be brought to this board that is not on this evening's agenda? I hear none and see none. Correspondence from Michael Rubin. Application 2302 Perfect Clicks, 354 Kingston Road, to be carried to March 20th, 24 without further notice and with required extensions. Motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second, Snyder.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, takes care of that one. And we have correspondence from Maura Mick, 6 Absecon, requesting application 2326 to be carried to January 24th without notice and with whatever extensions are required. Motion to that effect?
So moved, Snyder.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Resolution. I resolve. Who can vote? Berkowitz, Jaskowitz, Kaplan, Parikh, Reddy, Snyder, and Ira King. Someone want to move 2333?
So moved, that we accept the resolution.
Second.
Any discussion? Nora, call the roll.
Berkowitz.
Yes.
Jaskowitz. Oh, he's not here. Kaplan.
Yes.
Parikh.
Yes.
Reddy.
Yes.
Snyder.
Yes.
Ira Kane.
Yes. Okay, so we now have, Perfect Clicks is off. We have application 2351, Arnold Chang, 418 Lakeshore Drive, to construct an open deck with stairs, install a generator, and relocate an air conditioning unit contrary to Chapter 225 land use, yada, yada, yada.
So you raise your right hand, are both of you gonna testify?
Yeah.
Okay, if you could both raise your hands.
Excuse me, my husband is hearing impaired, so if you guys can speak louder
Okay,
and to talk to him directly, he can.
okay.
You're talking to the mic too.
Are you going to testify, ma'am? Yes?
Yes,
Okay, if you could raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before the board is true self you got?
yes.
And for the record, can you state your name?
Zhijie, then spell it J-R-J-Y-E, and the last name is C-H-A-N-G.
And I'm Arnold Chang.
And you're the owners of 418 Lakeshore Drive?
That's correct.
Okay. You're sworn, just please speak into the microphone, Mr. Chairman, the witnesses are sworn.
I believe this is the island application, is that correct?
Yes.
This is the island application,
Yeah,
okay?
look at the survey.
So we have, variance for the deck and constraints, no building part, impervious surfaces at or above the ground level. John Chadwick told me that he thinks this house was built before zoning in Parsippany. Take that for it. What's
Yeah, I
that?
wouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think you could build a house on an island
no.
today. All right, so you've got, you're in an R4 zone, which requires 15,000, I'm looking over here for John. Which I believe requires 15,000 square feet, you only have 9,573. Why don't you tell us what you want to do? Tell us what you want to do.
What we want to do to keep it.
Well, I just want to put a deck in my backyard. And the issue was that technically, it's an island property, so it doesn't abut to the actual road, but it has an address on Lakeshore Drive.
How do you get to your house? Is there land that takes you to your house, or do you have a boat?
No, it just,
There's
there's a road.
a driveway?
right there. Yes,
It's a
there's a
driveway.
driveway.
A long driveway that was an easement that was issued, I believe, in 1966 when the property was first built.
What are you gonna do with the concrete patio?
I'm sorry?
It says there's a concrete patio there?
It's a concrete patio.
I used to live on Adelphia.
There's a,
An
I guess it's a, yeah,
easement, is it easement through there?
little slab there.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen to that?
That's all that was there. It's going to be above that.
So the slab is staying?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
The
The
slab, the
slab
concrete
is
slab.
staying there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. And the deck is gonna be
It's
on
going to
top?
build the deck.
yeah, on top,
above,
yes,
on the
correct.
second floor.
Sorry.
Okay. On the second floor.
So you have a walkout to your slab on the lower level, and now you're gonna have a deck at the second level that'll be above the cement slab.
Correct.
Correct.
That's your proposal, right? Very good.
There's no additional.
So,
Neighbors aren't.
I'm trying to find out what variance.
That's what I'm asking.
Because it's too close to water.
To water, yeah.
Oh, we've granted that before. Just make sure you have a rubber.
Now, the deck is too close to water, but the slab isn't?
Okay.
I think it's all too close. I think it's gotta be 50 feet from water, so that's why they're stuck.
Okay. Yeah.
So what variance are we have to grant here is the question? I still don't understand that either.
From section 22580.
The thing says the building lot must abut the street? That doesn't make it, I mean, that's if you were building it, but the house is already there.
It's a pre-existing non-conforming issue.
Yeah, I think, you talk to your neighbors about this at all?
Who are their neighbors, the ducks?
By this, right?
They got two bluegill fish and a
Basically,
duck.
we're on the water.
There's no
You can't
neighbors.
even see the deck on any of the neighbors,
So the neighbors aren't gonna care.
except from across the lake.
Across the lake, and the fish.
Yeah, but you're not extending a footprint, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're not increasing a footprint.
Yeah, they're not having any impervious coverage increase, okay?
Mm-hmm,
They're building a deck on top of what they currently have.
mm-hmm.
I don't see what the problem is.
I think it's a de minimis
Yep.
situation, and, any other questions by the board?
And also they are asking for generator and AC unit outside. That is part of the application.
The generator and the air conditioner,
Yeah, yeah. Where's that going on the map? That's all.
Backup generator and That is on the side of the other side of.
So you don't have a, you have an air conditioning unit, but you don't have a generator.
There's an air conditioning unit, and I simply want to move it around to the side, because it's closer to the electric and the gas, and then I can have it, if I put in a generator, it's on the side of the house rather than on the same side as the deck.
So you're gonna move your current air conditioning compressor unit to the other side of the house and put a generator next to it.
We're gonna move the, air conditioning compressor to the side. and
Yes,
put a
I'd like to
generator
move the air conditioner,
and put
the compressor to the side, and then later add a small backup generator on the, right next to it. Doesn't make sense to have one here and one here.
And that's the electrical and the gas line on that same side of your house.
Any other questions by the board?
Actually, I think it's criminal to have that kind of, lake frontage and not have decks.
That's right.
There's a building.
Up in the air,
Yeah.
sunsets.
And a keg.
Must be beautiful sunset. Any members of the public have any questions of these witnesses on the testimony given this evening? I hear none and see none. There's nothing else you'd like to add, right? Nothing else you'd like to add? Any members of the public who wish to speak in opposition to this application, in support of this application? I hear none and see none. It's a de minimis request. It's kind of a unique one. I don't think we've ever had a house on an island before.
Yeah.
We've had some lakefront properties that they wanted to build out to the water, but, everybody agree it's de minimis?
Yes.
Okay, somebody frame a resolution?
Application 2351 Arnold Chang, 418 Lakeshore Drive, Block 360, Lot 2, 26.3, Zone R4, that we approve them constructing an open deck with stairs, install a generator, relocate an air conditioning unit contrary to Chapter 225 Land Use Subdivisions and Site Plans, Section 225-80, and B, and then the Municipal Land Use Law, Section 40:55D/35, and Section 40:55D/36.
Second ready?
Any discussion? Nora, call the roll.
Berkowitz.
Yes.
Kaplan.
Yes.
Mazzarella.
Yes.
Parikh.
Yes.
Ready.
Yes.
Snyder.
Yes.
Willand.
Yep.
Hurricane.
Yes. Results of variance is granted.
Thank you
Will
so
memorial.
much.
I heard that. You know, I got hearing aids from, Costco.
How they doing?
Great deal.
Mine, I'm beyond that.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, without, yeah, it's gotten worse. but
Yeah.
Now, suddenly I hear better. When I sit on my deck, I can hear the birds.
Yeah.
Well, my wife said I had to get hearing aids because I couldn't hear her.
Selective hearing.
I still can't hear her, so it didn't work.
Are we done?
Thank you so much.
You're done.
Okay, thank you. We'll memorialize this in 2 weeks and you'll be free to proceed.
Yeah, you know, you could give me a call on the phone and we'll, or email me, I'll email you. Okay, and I'll explain it.
No, it's a woman thing, but this here, that's my control, okay, so that's normal. And this is, when you're in a room and there's a lot of talking. Just
Really nice guy.
Oh, yeah. For 6 months. Okay, let's call the next case. Application 2352, Matthew and Mary Hurd, 472 Allentown Road. C variance to legalize 2 sheds, not 1 shed, 2 sheds.
Sir, could you raise your right hand? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before the board is true self you got? And for the record, you're Matthew Hurd?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, you're sworn. And you're the owner of the subject property?
Yes.
Chairman, the witness is sworn.
Okay, yards and courts, open decks, 75 existing, 6 allowed, 75 proposed. Building coverage 23.27 existing, 21.13 allowed, 23.27 proposed. Doesn't sound like you're asking for a whole hell of a lot. Why do you need 2 sheds?
My wife has a lot of stuff.
Your wife has a lot of stuff. Have a garage sale.
Notice you didn't say that into the mic.
His wife isn't here.
So you are in, and you're also in an R4 zone, and you only got 8,800 square feet, so you got an undersized lot. If you had it complying. Forgot the word. What's that?
8,400?
What's it, 80?
6,000.
R4 is
If you had a
6,000?
conforming lot,
R4 is
6,000.
it 6,000? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm mixed up.
if you had a.
See, John's not here to correct me, so.
a
All right, so he's got
conforming
bigger
lot.
he's got more than a.
How long the shed's been there?
Well, I had a shed there for, 16 years. And then, needed another shed, so I took that one down, put 2 new sheds in there. And they've been, I'm thinking around May of this year, 2023, that I put them in ignorance of the zoning requirements.
And you said they're on slabs?
They're on pavers, they're not a permanent, anchored installation, let's say. They're Rubbermaid, sheds, you assemble, they're not a steel or a wood structure per se.
What's the size of each of them again? I think it said 7 by 7?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
And they're Rubbermaid?
Yes, sir.
The base is
Pick them up and move them?
Theoretically,
You have them right alongside the property line, it looks like.
yes, sir.
Have you talked to your next door neighbor about it?
Yeah, they got the notice and they came over and asked about it. I did not speak with them. Unfortunately, my wife, is taking care of our grandson.
They're not here tonight.
But they didn't have a problem. They never said anything. Some of the other neighbors that got notices asked why they talked about, they don't seem to have a problem. Nobody's indicated a problem.
How'd you end up here? Somebody call?
My understanding is that somebody made a complaint. Complaint process, and the building inspector came out and he told us this was the process we would have to go through if we wanted to maintain.
So what was the size of the shed before this, the one you
Previous was
removed?
the same, it was essentially the same footprint as the one before. I
Okay.
just put an additional one.
So in the same footprint, you are putting 2 instead of 1?
No.
That you had-
No.
No?
One is kind of replacing the one that was taken out.
Okay.
And I added an additional
Yeah.
one next to it.
Okay. So same size?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the more years you're there, the more stuff you got.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 years.
Any other questions by the board? Any members of the public have any questions of this witness on testimony given this evening? I hear none and see none. And it's a little close to the property line, but if it's been there for 15 or so years, then
And the neighbor's not.
the neighbor's not complaining and he didn't set it on fire or anything. So, there's nothing else you'd like to add, right?
No, sir.
Any members of the public who wish to speak in opposition to this application, in support of this application? I hear none and see none. De minimis request, can we live with it? Everybody happy?
Yeah.
Nobody's unhappy? Somebody frame a resolution?
Application 23:52, Matthew and Mary Hart, 472 Allentown Road, Block 300, Lot Number 2, Zone R-4, to issue or grant a C variance to legalize 2 sheds contrary to Section 430-10C and Section 430-35, Column 10.
Second.
Second, any, discussion? Nora, please call the roll.
Mr. Berkowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Kaplan?
Sorry,
Kaplan?
yes.
Mazzarella?
Yes.
Parikh?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Snyder?
Yes.
Willand?
Yep.
Irakane?
Yes. Results of variance is granted. We'll memorialize this in 2 weeks, and you'll be free to proceed.
Happy shed.
Just before we adjourn, last week in my final comment, when I equated something to having hostages, that the town was trying to hold us hostage to, that they wouldn't give us that piece of land, which I thought was very, it annoyed me, it really annoyed me. But it some people took, you know, they were not happy with the comment I made, so I'm withdrawing the comment, and I will do my best. Right, Dave?
I was sitting next to you, man, I couldn't even control you.
You're free to go if you want.
He wants to hear this.
Yeah. So,
It's better than watching TV, I guess.
I'm an old man, and I don't remember what I say from time to time. And,
That's not true.
anything else?
Good excuses, anyway.
Yeah,
Week
anybody?
to week, this panel has interesting things. Last
Interesting
week,
things.
We were at the high school, the full high school, and it was a very, emotional, contentious kind of application we were reviewing, so.
I've seen this.
Some of the members of the public got a little hot. Dave got a little hot from.
Oh, yeah. It was rough.
So,
Okay.
but that's over. Motion to adjourn, do we have it?
So move Snyder.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, thank you for this 20-minute.
Awesome.
Thank you, John. Yeah, take care, have a nice holiday.
This is the shortest meeting?
No.
Yeah.
Huh?